Well, good evening. Welcome to the stream. We're going to do some mining. I think I've sorted out the mining setup with the voice pack. So we'll test that out.
No, you daft bugger!
Good evening. Very well, thank you. Yourself?
We do not have any limpets on board, Captain. Should I cancel the launch sequence?
Get on with it!
No.
That's a negative.
We'll make some for now.
Limpets created. Limpets created.
Excellent.
Limpets created.
Full impulse.
Limpets
impulse.
created.
Going to maximum.
Clear the mass lock.
Are you sure you want to divert?
Afterburners engaged.
It would mean changing the light.
Transferring power to engines. Stand by. Power equilibrium restored.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Limpets created.
Full impulse.
Maximum impulse. Engaged.
So we're going to do some mining. We're after Musgravite, I think it is.
Right you are. You're the captain. I'm
It was a bit
not
elusive last
here.
night. 3/4
Definitely
impulse.
not here. I'll just quietly get myself a drink. Would you like one?
You have discovered geological surface features on this planet.
Water impulse.
1/4 impulse.
For some reason, the scan of the rings isn't showing up. Scan.
Yes, Captain.
Scan the rings.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Both
Assholes!
rings.
I'm surrounded by assholes!
I don't want to use FSS mode.
Ring B has been mapped. This body has already been discovered and mapped.
Why doesn't it show up? It should show up with the, so you can see whether... No contacts in range, what are you talking about? For some reason it's just not showing up the heat map display.
There are 10 bodies in this system.
Anyway, we'll get into here and we'll see if the mining kit works.
Scan detected.
No, we don't at the moment. Now, where's my... Pulse wave.
This has a low yield. It has a core of granodiorite and surface deposits of bromelite, tritium, and liquid oxygen. This is a high-yield asteroid with a core of low-temperature diamond, mining materials found, tritium, and water.
Nice. Looks like there's something interesting.
Really?
Exit surface scanner.
Alright.
Exit surface. You set up your... I'm going to run through fire groups.
Fire groups.
Now, fire groups is where you set up your primary and secondary fire button for the different functionality that you can have on board. Now, that could be mining lasers that you might play. It's got number 1 primary fire and number 2 secondary fire. One red, one blue. Press my primary fire button with fire group A selected. It will fire off my collector limpets, all 3 of them. Similarly, in column C, I've got my mining lasers, 3 of those, also set up to be fired all at once using the primary fire button. And then my secondary fire button, back in fire group A, that will send out a prospector limpet. Now, switching between fire groups is very easy. You just say fire group A, fire group B, or fire group C, and it will switch between them for you. The problem is you don't want to have to keep doing that while you're mining, because you may have prospector limpets in one fire group, and you may have, like I've got set up,
Mining is the process of extracting raw ores from asteroids and selling them for profit.
So what we've done for the
It
process
involves
of
travelling
mining
to
to make that
potential
experience
sites
much
in
neater
space,
is allow
usually
you to
pristine
automatically
planetary
switch between
rings,
the fire groups with
identifying
just one voice
specific
command.
resource-rich
So if you say launch
asteroids and
prospector
using
limpet and then you
various
say
specialised
start
mining tools
what'll
to
happen is it will
harvest
switch
and
between those
collect
fire
their
groups
resources.
automatically.
Would you like to know more?
Deploy prospector limpet.
Affirmative. Standby. Deploying. Locking onto target.
Come on. Oh, there we go. Pulse rate.
I'm so efficient.
Begin mining.
Yes, Commander.
Deploy collector limpet.
Acknowledge, Commander. Searching index. Eden.
Kiloparsec.
Yeah, kitty.
A distance
I'm
equal
now
to
going to show you how this
1,000
is set up in
parsecs.
the voice pack options.
That's
Protocol
great.
override, customize my
really
settings.
great. One moment. Open.
Once we've got the customizer open, we need to tell
Come on. Deploy collector limpet. Deploy collector limpet.
Affirmative, Captain.
A collector limpet has been deployed.
Where's the ship's cat? Ah!
Protocol override. Customize my settings.
Opening customizer.
Limpet control. Switch to primary for collector. Switch to primary for... Oh, and they're on both on A.
Closing customizer.
Deploy prospector.
Settings saved.
Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Yes, my commander.
Why aren't you targeting the damn thing? Come on.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, I want you to pick up the damn prospector. Deploy prospector limpet.
Programming
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Locking target.
Assholes! I'm surrounded by assholes!
Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Locking on.
Medium yield asteroid. Materials located. Garlite, rutile, and coltan.
Yeah, I don't want that targeted. I would like that targeted. Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Prospector limpet failed. Heatsink deployed.
Yes, my commander.
This has a medium yield.
Engaged.
Mining materials found. Cobalt.
Asteroid scan complete.
Now, quite often it's a particular shape of rock for some of the minerals.
Retracting weapons.
Deploy prospector limpet.
Programming
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Why do you keep launching the bloody
prospector limpet failed. Heatsink deployed.
Locking on to target.
But you're not, are you? Why are you not locking onto the damn
This has a low yield.
Engaged.
You were yesterday. Jesus
Asteroid
Christ.
scan complete.
Oh. Deploy prospector limpet.
Programming
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
prospector limpet failed.
Targeting.
Maybe head track is throwing it.
This has a low yield.
Engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Deploy prospector limpet.
Programming
A prospector limpet has been launched.
prospector limpet failed.
Target locked.
I'm surrounded by assholes!
This is a medium yield asteroid. Materials found. Rutile,
Asteroid
bauxite,
scan complete.
and lepidolite.
Okay, so what we would then do is say begin mining. Begin mining.
I will assist you, Master.
All is well, Commander.
Commander Rex, good evening. How are you?
Asteroid depleted.
Stop mining.
Yes, my commander.
Vex, do you have any tips on finding muscovites? I'm in a apparent hotspot and not had a sniff of it yet. I don't know, sometimes with low temperature diamonds you can quite often spot the type of rock, but
Cancelled.
I don't really know enough about muscovites. Why didn't that deploy more than one? Deploy, collect, limpet. Deploy, collect, limpet.
Acknowledged, Captain.
Programming limpet.
A collector limpet has been launched.
Deploy, collect, limpet. Deploy, collect, limpet.
Okay, Captain.
A collector limpet has been launched.
Yes, he used to do all three at once. Still not quite set up.
The Jinn and the It. I was introduced to this one by the Don. Antonaci, lovely chap, family man. Doesn't like being cold. Very, very easy drink, this one. Gin for the mug, in a mug. Sweet vermouth, Italian, of course. Definitely no ice. Dash of bitters. Down the hatch.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Oh. Let me see if I can move things around a bit. Is that any better for you, sir? Or even that. Ah, well, the lady's always much nicer to listen to than me. I'll try that at top whack setting. Better? Now. So basically, normally the strategy here is to fly around until you find something with Musgrave in, and then hope from there you get onto a little run. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Prospector Limpet failed.
Yes, my commander.
Prospector Limpet
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
asteroid scan complete.
Ooh, Uraninite. Begin mining.
I will assist you, master.
That's good now. Excellent. Bloody marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Have you been enjoying the interior of your fleet carrier? Deploy Collector Limpet.
Yes, my commander.
expired. Prospector Limpet failed.
Deploy Collector Limpet.
Affirmative, Captain.
A Collector Limpet has been deployed.
Dave likes you. Just a shame nobody else does.
Not sure why.
Quarter impulse engaged.
What are you doing?
Half impulse. 3/4 impulse.
Stop it.
Increasing velocity. Full ahead.
Stop hearing things I'm not saying, you stupid machine. Yes, the 1970s mint green was a bit much. Stop mining.
I will assist you, master.
I don't understand how 2 mining lasers with an AA power plant are running out of juice. There's something not quite right here. I'm not very happy with this build at all. Where's the distributor? Power distributor. Maybe it's a 7D power distributor, probably. Yeah, so I changed it to the research one. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Yes, my commander.
A Collector Limpet has been launched. A Collector Limpet has been deployed.
Don't like that flickering on the radar there. Maybe a pirate on the way in.
Configuring weapons group.
Okay, so what is... Have we got enough?
Changing camera.
Let's say that. Not worth really having here so far. Let's head towards the light. External camera.
Doing it right now.
Oh, I feel a Vex moment coming on. Get a picture of that.
Capturing image.
External camera.
Changing camera.
Oh, behave. Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Targeting. Stand by.
High-yield asteroid and surface deposits of uraninite, bauxite, and samarium.
Samarium's quite good, I think. Oh, either that or a Movada. Darn thing.
Ah, beautiful butterfly.
Gonna let straight back in? No. Are you still out near Beagle Point? I'll count 2. Third time's a dream. Some things. Oh, I know what caused that. Blooming screenshot, which has then decided to upload itself to OneDrive. Pause syncing. That is what caused that, I reckon. Seems to just nab the entire bandwidth to send a picture. $5,000 tons.
That's already done.
Oh, nice metric tons as well.
Get on with it.
Nope. Yeah. And it's the other day when whenever I took a screenshot.
Doing it right now.
It took everything down.
Not again. That's awfully inconvenient.
It certainly is.
The two
Okay.
most powerful warriors are patience and time. Leo Tolstoy.
Ah, him with the Tolstoy ballet.
Right
Now,
away, Captain.
the trouble is here, of course, he's going to scan us. And oh no, he's a miner. That's okay.
That is not an option.
Okay, well, sometimes the AI knows where the good stuff is. And if nothing else, will pinch his rocks. Prospect to limpet. Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Yeah, along with a heat sink. I have no idea why you're doing that.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Deployed. Asteroid
The Earth is completely round, by the way. You stupid flat Earth knobber.
Oh. You know what I said about the AI?
It is 21:53.
Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Locking on.
This has a low yield.
Asteroid scan complete.
Deploy prospector limpet. And you're going for
A
the
prospector
insane version, I
limpet has
guess.
been deployed. You have one limpet left. This has a low yield.
Yes, my commander.
Begin mining.
Yes, my commander.
Limpets created.
Ooh. Yeah, I did some Star Citizen before, was it 7.1, where they did the wipe. I forget which number it was, where they did the complete wipe, and I just worked my way up to Cutlass Black, and I was a bit miffed. They just wiped everything, so I kind of stopped again for a bit. Stop mining.
I will assist you, master.
But it was way better than when I first tried it. Well, I think when Distant Worlds, when we first went on Distant Worlds, and got a little starter ship.
A collector limpet has been launched. A collector limpet has been deployed. A A collector limpet has been launched.
And it was a lot better than that last time I tried it. So I think I'm going to wait now until... Just wish they'd release it so that you had some persistence. I think they're doing a big swap over to new servers, aren't they? Or something with it, with a better server network or something like that. And hopefully then they may at least say it's going to be persistent from that point in. But I guess, you know, if they ever get to the point of launching the game, they'll do a wipe from then. But then you like going around taking lots of shots and things, so whereas I'm a bit more, I'd really like that next big ship. Right, we'll get these. We'll head back to the hangar. Server meshing, yeah, that's right. That's what it's called.
Configuring weapons group.
Thanks. We're configuring the weapon. When I was doing it, I think trading was bugged and wasn't quite working. I just got into mining and they did an update, and then mining was bugged. I'd spent some time mining stuff, and then there was is it a 3K they call it? And I just lost everything. I just stuck it in the processor. And there was a 3K and it just lost everything. So if they sort a few of those things out, I'd definitely go back. I definitely would go back to it, because it's different to Elite, but
Position for defense.
Lots of really nice stuff in that. Okay, retract the cargo scoop. Retract the cargo scoop.
The cargo scoop has been retracted.
Let's find a way out. Clear the mass lock.
Dave gets space.
Boosting now.
I've told you.
Diverting power to engines.
I don't believe in Dave.
Stand by.
Dave wants you to shut up.
He's a charmer. Right.
Equalizing power.
Cannot comply.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is that it? Done.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Right, stop doing 3 things at once. Watch where you're going. He says a bright star. Three-quarter impulse.
Acknowledge 3/4 impulse now.
So, some things to sort out with the build, because I'm not particularly happy with the actual build at the moment. Good evening, Hunter. How are you? Disengage.
Super cruise drive disengaging.
Afterburner.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Request docking permission.
Requesting docking clearance.
Bit niggly at the moment, to be honest, Hunter, with the old mining. Just it's a little while since I did any large-scale mining, and I'm just trying to get the ship set up
Please provide valid
correctly.
Override code cancel. Safety protocols engaged. Checking systems done. All systems nominal.
Let's not blow up the ship, team, eh? She's brand new.
Affirmative.
Close panel.
Cracker! Cracker! Oh, I want a cracker!
Someone feed the parrot.
Landing gear deployed.
Feed the parrot.
That's affirmative, Captain.
Polly wants a biscuit!
Which variant have you got, Vex?
That is not an option.
I did.
I say.
Fuel, weapons, check.
Yes, that's the last time I did it. I was doing low temperature diamonds at one of the triple hotspots at the time, and I don't know if you know AW dot equals W, but he took me round on the route around this low temperature diamond ring, and that's where I got the cash together for my fleet carrier, and I've not done it really since then.
You have discovered 0 in this system.
Yeah, I like the Nautilus. I was a little bit disappointed because you can't see the docking pads from the bridge, and I'm sure I saw someone yesterday in a different variant where you could, and I thought that's quite. Well, I was quite looking forward to just sitting there watching ships come and go as I drink my tea, Earl Grey, hot. Right, what should we now? Let's have a think. We want to go into, let's see what we've got available. Anyone know if the Type 9 has got military compartments or whether it's just ordinary compartments? I've got a feeling the Type 10 was a bit of a mistake here. Because I can't do anything with those. And I don't know if the Type 9's actually got them. Because I really want to stick another... yeah. I might have to have a swap round, just have a look. Collect limpets. Right. Let's stick that on. Now, the other thing, have I got sitting around? That's all very well, but I don't think... I haven't got one. Darn. Mm-hmm. 7D, 6A. Pitch roll. How about the power draw? Weapons recharge.
For the mug.
Up 5.2 megajoules. Got to be worth a try, isn't it? I think that's got to be worth a try. Okay. Let's try that. Now, let's...
Ooh, I buggered that up, didn't I? No, wait.
Quite sure why it's hearing so many things I'm not saying at the moment. Okay, so let's just transfer everything. Now, let's just have a look at the local setup. Okay, no stations here. What's the course to the nearest outfitter?
Aye, aye, Captain. Astra?
Locating outfitting. Uploading location.
System map. Stand by, locking target and setting course. Stand by.
What's the course to the nearest reset panels?
Affirmative, Captain. Astra?
Locating reloading services.
No.
Location uploaded.
Locking target and setting course. Displaying map. That's not an option. That's already done. Not an option.
Reset panels.
Diagnostics done.
Okay, cool, Hunter. No worries. See you in a bit. What's the course to the nearest outfitting?
Okay, Captain. Astra?
Locating outfitting. Data uploaded.
Displaying Starman. Locking system destination. Closing cartography.
Number 1.
Aye, Captain.
Take us out.
Are you forgetting the limpets, Captain?
No.
Should I Fine.
I'm not forgetting them.
Crew,
I've already done that.
stand by for launch.
Aye, sir. Engines online.
Affirmative.
Helm.
Standing by.
You now have the call.
Understood. Launching now. Ascending.
Thrusters. Now, please.
Clear the mass lock.
Intelligent thrusters engaged.
Max by
Captain, the ship
Afterburners
is
maxing
yours.
Diverting power to engines.
I know it to my
Stand by.
toes.
You're a card.
Power equilibrium restored.
I did have an interesting message on the carrier last night when I came into dock. It said, "This system does not allow you to dock. Wouldn't let me dock on my own carrier." Bless it.
Adjusting for jump.
The system's primary star is scoopable. Fuel reserves are at 99% of maximum.
Completing system scan for cartography.
There are 33 bodies in this system. The nearest landable station is 543 light seconds away. Special services here include a black market. The primary economy is industrial.
Yeah, it was 55 minutes for me yesterday. I assumed they'd reset it to, I don't know, for whatever reason. And apparently they were saying it was just because of the load on the servers. It's like an automatic thing to spread the load.
Red alert.
Power to engines.
All power to engines.
They said they thought it would settle down time-wise back to the normal 15 minutes. I've never seen it do that before though. take any longer than 15 minutes, not even when they were first brought out. So I'm a little bit dubious of the explanation, to be honest. I think they've reset it. But then I'm a cynic. Ah, here's the cat.
Nearest threat selected.
Hello, Hurrah. How are you tonight? You okay? Would you like some food?
Affirmative, clicking like. Warp drive engaging.
Searching glossary. Eden.
Disengage.
Inferior planet.
Doing it right
A
now.
planet that orbits between the Earth and the Sun. Mercury and Venus are the only two inferior planets in our solar
Attack
system.
Protocol Alpha.
These systems are
Deploying
vast.
and readying
There is much
weapons.
to discover.
Yes. An unusual piece of forward thinking on their behalf if they either built that in as a fix in case there was a busy night, because actually for an update night it was relatively smooth. Request docking permission.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
With the green docking lights to your right, your landing pad will be below you, in the middle of the station.
Thank you, my dear. So helpful.
Yes, my commander.
What is that coming up?
Landing gear deployed.
Repairs, fuel, weapons, check.
Completed.
Shipyards. Right, 9. Details. Now that doesn't actually say, does it? Type 10. See, that doesn't say it's got 2. Boom, 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 boom. No, that's a Corvette.
That's already done.
I can't see anywhere on there where it says that this has. And in fact, in the optional internals, I don't think that's right, is it? Because if you actually look,
You're welcome, Captain.
At the these are both size 5. But it doesn't even mention they're on there, so it can't be any of those ones included, can it? So let's just let's just write this down. We've got an 8, a 7, a 6, a 5. Oh, stop it. But listening for the minute, it keeps hearing things. Right, so in optional, we've got an 8, 7, 6, 5, 2 4s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 3s. Whereas the Type 9 look, 2 8s. There we go. That's much better. Why didn't I do that in the first place, silly man? 2 8s, a 7, a 6, a 5, and a 4. A 7, a 6, a 5. 2 4s, 2 3s. Without those silly waste of space things if you're not fighting things. Okay, so let's get ourselves out of this mess because we can't afford one of those. But we can afford one of those. Oh, actually, I'll cancel that for a minute. Do things in the right order. So let's just strip out, because otherwise I'll end up selling the ship. And let's do stored modules, store multiple, hard points, all of those. Utility mounts, yeah, let's get rid of those. For internal, yes, we definitely have that one, thank you. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Optional internal. That. One of those. We'll store all of those. We'll sort it. Why not? Store all of those. Then we can buy a sidey.
Matched luggage! Oh!
Reporting. I am here. Smells like stormtroopers in here.
It does, doesn't it? I thought that. Many have been in plastic for far too long during the day. Plastic and lycra. I've been inside for ages. Look at this. Certainly since the new graphics. Was that a thermos down there? Imagine going out on a sidey with a thermos, can't you? I think we might fly this back just for the hell of it. But in the meantime, let us go and purchase. Right. Let's flog the Type 10. We have taken everything out. Everyone confirm for me we have emptied it out of all the kit. I'm blaming you if we haven't. And then we will purchase a Type 9.
Matched luggage! Oh!
And we'll fit it out with now. Does this work the way around? I think it should. Hard points. But has it got space for us? There's only class 2, so place modules with pulse lasers. Why did I do that? That's on the carrier. Cargo rack. Put an AE in there. We'll stick a Can we stick a 7 in? Let's stick a 7 in. We'll stick the that one in. We've got a 3A collector, prospector rather. Fuel, 3A prospector. P. We'll stick that in. We'll stick in the surface scanner. Put a class 3 in there. We'll put a class 4 in there. Might as well keep the shields. What's our... I thought 4 is plenty. Don't need any more of that. Now the only thing is we could... Sometimes it's useful just to have a fighter installed, because if something like happens like happened before and we've got cargo aboard and it crashes on us, then when you spawn in sometimes you get pirates, and having the fighter around is just enough to scare the pirates off. And I could put a class 4. Now it is a class 4. Okay, let's just play around with that idea. Have we got any fire hangers? No. Not here anyway. What installed? Oh, okay. Well, that puts pay to that argument for the moment. Okay, then core internal power plant. We had a 6A, didn't we? We had the 8A. This is only a 6. Okay. That's stored in the carrier. Right, so they're all stored in the carrier. Thrusters. 6A will do. rather than leave it behind. Frameshift drive. It's only a class 6. So do they not have a 6A? 10 light years. Annoying. No, I've not got a 6A. Look at that. Would you believe it? A 4A, a 5A, a 7A, but not a 6A. C. What is the features of the C? Life support. We'll just do a leave the 5E in for the moment. Just have to hold our breath. Power distributor. We'll go for that. Sensors. We had 4As. Okay. Utility mounts. We had a shaft launcher. We'll put that on.
Shields down.
Just keeps launching those anyway. We need a pathways analyzer. And nothing's likely to fire missiles at us. That'll do. And if we get rid of... Let's just get rid of those. Not going to do us much good anyway. Let's do those. What was our power plant? 6E. Doesn't make much difference. 5A is going to be plenty, isn't it? 4A is not quite enough. A 5A.
Shields online.
Okay. Oh, I know what I haven't got. I haven't got a refinery in. So let's, what do we have a 4? Let's replace that with the refinery. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so mining in mind, we have got plenty of cargo space. We've got 7A collector limpets, we've got 5A collector limpets, we've got 3A prospector limpets, so that'll give us quite, how many is that? 4, that gives us 7 collectors, which should be good. We want to be fire off 2 prospectors at a time is plenty. We've got a detailed surface scanner, so we can scan the rings, although that just does not seem to be showing up at the moment. We've got, in case we need it, pulse wave analyzer, although not particularly essential for what we're doing. I probably, I'm gonna guess, then there's no one has pointed out in the chat that probably going to need some mining lasers. Thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? So mining laser 2D. Can't move. 2D.
Shields offline.
We might need to go for that extra power. Subsurface displacement missile. Is this going in the center? No, right, I want to swap that one with that. Much easier to hit. Okay, so then that one is underneath, that's okay. And then we'll have the abrasion blaster on each side. We're probably not going to do. Yeah, we're not going to do core. Although it is fun. Occasionally blow up rocks. Then I'd have to get rid of the. So I get a. Can I get a 1D seismic? No. Okay. Seismic charge launcher. What's more fun, subsurface displacement missiles or seismic charges? I could put that in there. Good, thanks, Hunter. I've swapped to a Type 9, which is a much better choice. I don't know why I didn't choose it in the first place. Because it gives us a few more options. Seismic charge launcher, where is that? Oh, that's because it's an incompatible slot. Okay, so we're going to have a subsurface miner. We'll put that rather than the other one. And then we'll take that off and we'll replace that with, just because sometimes you come across a nice juicy rock that just is shouting out to be blown to bits. Yeah. Okay. So we have mining equipment to shooty things. We have a pulse wave analyzer, so we can pulse wave analyze things. We have a bit of a shortfall in power, so let's just go, why not, to up the power. There we go.
Shields up.
We've got plenty of cargo space, we've got collector limpets, we've got a refinery, we have got detailed surface scanners for the rings if we move around, and we don't want any vehicles. So, yes, I know I need to do that. Yes, I know I need to do that. And we're not going to forget about the limpets. Restock limpets. I'll fill her up. Dear, yeah. There I don't know. There's just nothing like plonking a few seismic charges on and watching the thing blow up from a distance. It's probably something in my childhood. Okay, got limpets. Okay, now I'm going to actually now leave. We're going to make sure we're restocked. We are going to then swap back to the little sidey. I'm going to fly the sidey back just because I fancy. Oh, that's not fair. I want you to fly the cargo for me. Boring. Never mind. It's a thought. Okay, we're ready to go. We are absolutely ready to go. So, back to Algol. And we'll go to the carrier, transfer other stuff across so we don't forget it. And then we will head out to the rings again and test the setup. Good. Progress. Pretty expensive. Yeah, well, you know. Gotta spend money to make money. But if we hit Musgravite, that's currently got a buy price of between 500,000 and 800,000 per ton. And so if you hit a seam of it, I don't know if...
Are we ready to leave this place, Captain?
Because the scanner isn't working properly in the rings. I'll shut up.
Giza jumper is what you should try. A measure of gold tequila joins a little bit of tonic water, freshly squeezed lemon juice, a little bit of honey, and an optional sprig of rosemary. Just a little more lemon. Stir gently. And pour.
Love an all cup. Clear the mass lock. What was I saying?
Power diverted to engines.
Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to put a parrot in space, nerd?
If you're looking at 800,000 a ton, and you hit a good run, you might have seen online various maps published for different systems. I've not seen a Musgravite one yet, so taking a chance really.
The system's primary star is scoopable. Fuel reserves are at 98% of maximum.
Yada yada yada, scan complete.
No, me neither. I just, like I was saying before,
Your ship is
you
too
might not have been
large
on,
to
but
land at any stations in this system.
I bumped into someone who'd been on an expedition with a few years before, and he was mining in a system, and I went, don't understand, and he said, well, come on, follow me, and I just traipsed around after him in this particular system, and shooting the same rocks he did, and got back, and it was like almost 1 billion credits in one load, 500 in a Type 9 or 10 500 ton cargo load, and it was just go back and do the same route again. And by the time you'd been around it a few times, you know, it was like, start here, mine that rock, turn left, travel that far, mine the next one, so yeah, it was relatively easy. So what I'm doing at the moment is a bit more hit and miss. I don't know if it's a hotspot, so there should be musgravite around, but I don't know if there is like a particular path to follow. I just need to, if I can find one, and then I can work out from there where the next one is, and then from there the next one. That's the kind of thing you're looking for, and it's just then making notes, taking screenshots to try and build a little route. And that literally, I mean, we could go on a route, and the route would take 2.5 hours. Depending on the markets at the time, you might have somewhere that was 10 to 20 jumps away, you know, in something with a jump range of a Type 9, and you just had to cope with the hope you didn't get interdicted too often. So what, I don't know, 3 hours, 900 billion sorry, I was talking about 500 tons, so that'd be half a billion. Do that a second time, 1 billion, and so forth. So to get a carrier, it was literally do that 10 times. Now, of course, that's when there were lots of triple hotspots around, which made those kind of things better. But I get a feeling they're not so common these days, if at all. So we'll see. What do I want? I want a dock, please. We haven't had any music tonight, have we? We'll get some disco going when we get in the minefield, the asteroid field. Just come over the back of the carrier. See, the bridge faces forwards here, over the well, it's positioned forwards of the landing pads. Yeah, what, you're supposed to be auto docking. What are you doing?
Fine, I won't disturb you again.
That's because I didn't fit auto docking, did I? So I'm a lazy pilot. Original 1984 player. First thing you did your first 10 trips or so, and because it was a nightmare to get into the stations, first thing you bought with your first 100 credits profit was a docking computer.
There are 2 types of docking computer, standard and advanced.
There are.
Both types automate the docking process, while the advanced version also automates the launch process.
Probably put landing. See how often I do this manually. So when I first started playing the game, it was the very first thing you bought, and just kind of out of tradition, I always fly with one. I get people take the mickey out of me all the time for it, and I don't care, because to me it's honouring the early days. second thing you bought, which I don't think they've really reproduced in this version, this version of the game, is a market analysis tool, which meant that you didn't have to land at every system to find the thing. Once you'd got this, you could plug it in. I think I'm right, but it's certainly my memory that you could buy a market analysis tool, and certainly within a particular quadrant, it would allow you to interrogate prices so you could work out your trade routes. Whereas here, of course, you still have to be into a system, or you can occasionally buy the data. But so that's not been implemented in here. But that was the second thing you bought. Well, it was an argument. Would you buy that, or would you buy missiles? Depending how good you were with the lasers against the police ships. Right, so what we're doing now, think. We are going to transfer the little thing, whatever. We'll transfer the sidey. And we'll have a little play in that later, just for fits and giggles. And we'll go to outfitting. We'll look at stored modules. There's all stored.
Scanning now.
If they're stored here, why doesn't it?
Whenever I try
there's
to
no
leave,
slots available.
why does the computer keep saying, "I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave"?
Do I really want to store?
Greetings to you.
Don't think I'll bother at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get this fire group set up. So let's put collectors on A. Let's put mining lasers, I think, on B. And I'm going to put the okay, already got those. That on 2. Let's put one protocol overrides, customize my settings. Protocol override, customize my settings.
Opening customizer.
Right, so let's just check I've got this set up right. Limpet control. Collector is on A, and switch to primary, and prospector is on A. Don't switch to primary, that's okay. Cue control, switch to primary for a discovery scanner, which is on B. Well, that's no, and that's on C. And switch to primary for the fire for mining. That's on B. Primary fire for mining. is on B. Switch to primary for pulse wave. Don't switch, and it's on B. And detailed surface scanner is on C. And we do want to switch to primary for it. Okay, I think that's right. We'll save that.
Closing customizer.
Okay.
Settings saved.
Prospector limpets. Let's actually let's put prospector limpets. I forget how many ACEs now, but for about 100. And then we might find, depending on how well things go, we might find we want slightly more than that or slightly less than that. Otherwise you end up dumping them, because once the cargo gets full, you need to sort of be going through those particular... okay, I'm ready when you are, guys. You just, push the go button whenever you feel like it.
Powering engines.
What's that?
Stand by for launch.
Open comms.
Descending to 30 meters. Retracting modules, handing you the con.
Oh. I forgot. No docking computer. I thought I put a docking computer on.
Prioritizing weapons.
Clear the mass lock.
Transferring power to engine. Boosting now. Diverting power to engines. Stand by.
Right. So back to...
Equalizing power.
Up to there.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Forwards.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
On the carrier or this ship? The carrier, yes, you can, as of literally yesterday. The ship, no. Much too many people's disappointment. It's been a much and long requested thing to be able to walk around a ship like you can in Star Citizen. So it's not the same as in Star Citizen where you...
There are geological features on this planet. There are human structures on this planet.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Captain.
I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, so in Star Citizen you basically can get in the back of the ship, the front of the ship, and you can walk around it. In these ships you can't. You basically teleport into them. What's engines?
Slowing to a full stop.
Analysis mode.
Done.
I really don't know why. Normally what should happen here is these orange sort of semi part circles are the areas where you can get certain materials. So if I just sort of look around, you can see muscovite spots. Oh, there's two. Are they close together? And you get like a heat map, and you can see if they overlap, and if they do overlap, two of the same sort, that's where you want to go mining. And if you're lucky and find a triple hotspot, so the 3 places overlap, even better. But I don't know if there's a general bug, or I'm sure I've got all the equipment I need. I've got a surface scanner, so once that's, maybe we just need it. But the planet is, you can see the planet has got the hotspot on. I might just sort of fly around the ring to see. So I scanned the ring because it's telling me what's there. But I'd ideally love to know if those 2 spots there, I can never say this, serendibite, it's also a good rock to mine. Now see here, we have what looks like potentially these would overlap. But they're not all the ones I want. I don't think there's a double hotspot here even. So let's pick somewhere nice and bright. There's 2 monzite, but that's nowhere near as expensive as this. So we'll go in here, we'll have a look and see if we get lucky. You never know. How does the AI? It's just linked, so it uses voice attack. And it's not the actual game AI. It's not the one you hear normally in the ship. You can buy add-on voice packs. So they've got various. I'm a bit of a Star Trek fan, so I've got like William Shatner does one of the voices, and Brent Spiner, and Michael Dorn. So they've all done sort of character voices, and you use a program called Voice Attack and run it all through that, and it's quite good. It's been playing up a bit tonight. But I blame Vex because he made me fiddle with my microphone settings. If in doubt, blame Vex. It is a bright one, isn't it? Okay. So let's just sort of orientate ourselves. There's the planet. Now, a good thing so you don't keep going over yourself. So we are currently pointing at so the hotspot is behind us somewhere. What we're going to do is we're going to get behind the hotspot. There it is. We'll go down towards the hotspot. And I don't really want to fly towards that bright star the whole time. Oh, my joystick is getting so old. Power to engines. And then we'll line up with the planet, and we will then basically fly a line towards the planet. Pirates or these other miners. Now again, another reason for doing this is if you do find a path between nice rich rocks, it's easiest to come back and duplicate it if you've kind of set yourself up with a good starting point. So, where are we? We'll just go down here and then we'll aim towards the planet. As you see, this one's kind of got a nice starting rock. Any second that'll just whiz past us. So we've got a big rock and a small rock. Now I'm going to focus on where the star is. So that's over there, and I'm just going to orientate myself around. There it is, that way. I'm going to get lined up with these rocks. And the planet. Now got 0.24 light seconds away, and the star is, sorry, the planet is directly the other side of that rock, and I would then sort of orientate myself something like that. So big rock in front of me, small rock just to the up and right. Is that a moon? That's all right. Star watching. And I've got a little rock over that way, and one to my left. And then we just get going. So deploy hard points. Deploy wrong thing. Deploy prospect to limpet. Tell you what we'll do, because I think as long as I've been running, yeah, sometimes it takes voice attack needs a little bit of a kick after an hour and a half or so. So we'll do that and that. We'll put a little bit of
Welcome back. I'm not gonna say that every time you show up.
But you do.
Checking all systems done.
Thank you. Deploy prospect to limpet. Deploy prospect to limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Scanning now.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Okay, we'll check this one. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Locking on target.
This is a medium yield asteroid and surface deposits of indite, bauxite, and lepidolite.
So, no good for us. So we'll now make our way towards the planet. Now I'm just planning on doing mining, laser mining, which is why I'm not using the pulse scanner. Fire pulse scanner.
Scanning for equity.
Which would, for example, pick up maybe... That's quite bright, that one over to the right there. If I wanted to do sort of core mining, having said that, is musgravite only core mainly? I don't know. Don't think so. Hope not.
Assholes! I'm surrounded by assholes!
Well, I can't know everything, can I? Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Now, one of those failed, not because something went wrong, but because it can only handle 2 at a time for this particular thing. That's going to completely miss. Good shooting. We'll see if that reaches the other rock over there. You want to hit the other one?
Oh no. I've dropped my mug.
Just missed that as well. Hopeless.
That's a negative, Captain.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Target locked.
This asteroid has rich deposits.
Deploy Prospector
Mining
Limpet.
materials found. Bauxite and cobalt. A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
By your command.
This has a medium yield. Materials located. Bauxite and garlite.
We've got 3 other side here without needing to go off track at all. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Locking onto target.
Medium yield asteroid. Materials found. Indite, lepidolite, and cobalt.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Fire Pulse Wave.
Scanning for deposits. Scanning now.
This has a low yield.
Asteroid scan complete.
So, if you're just joining us, welcome. We are attempting to find some musgravites. So, if anyone in the chat is a musgravite expert, please hold your hand in the air nice and high. Deploy Prospector Limpet. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Making it so.
Jeez. Yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty. So now you've also, if you get Odyssey, you've got ground combat as well. But yeah, you can go into systems and fight for different sides. You can have space battles. You can have on-foot battles. There's Thargoids, which is the alien race that's trying to invade the bubble, which is sort of the home base for humankind. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
So there's alien ships.
It's pointless. Locking onto target.
This has a low yield.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
So yeah, plenty of people to fight. And in open, you can do PvP.
Target locked.
If you like, that sort of thing.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Asteroid scan complete.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Locking on target.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Okay, well, let's have a go. Let's have a go at Sumerium. Begin mining.
I'd rather shovel Thargoid dung.
Deploy Collector Limpets.
Aye, aye, Captain.
A Collector Limpet has been deployed.
Deploy Collector Limpet.
Affirmative, Captain.
A Collector Limpet has been launched.
Deploy Collector Limpet.
Acknowledged, Captain.
A Collector Limpet has been deployed.
Deploy Collector Limpet.
Stand by for launch.
No.
Fighter.
No, do not do that. Just in case it...
All systems ready to go.
Stop mining.
Okay, Captain.
Polly wants a cracker!
Deploy Collector Limpet.
Affirmative, Captain.
A Collector Limpet has been launched. A Collector Limpet has been launched. A Collector Limpet has been deployed. A Collector Limpet has been deployed.
External camera.
Changing camera.
Just got my landing gear down just in case the AI,
Already down.
the AI decides to boost somewhere. It won't boost if the... So it's on my limpets, going around collecting the material. What a nice dusty, there's that sun. Whee, it's bright.
You're welcome, Captain.
External camera.
Changing camera.
So while they go around their business collecting, deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Locking onto target.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Target locked.
Quite get the center of this display at the minute.
Turrets are semi-independent auto-firing weapons that have a large firing arc. They can be set to act automatically, or can be controlled by multi-crew members. They have 3 firing modes: forward fire, like fixed weapons, targeted enemy, tracks a locked target, and fire at will, shoots at anything shooting you.
Deploy Limpet.
Acknowledged, Captain.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched. This has a low yield.
Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been launched.
Fire Pulse Wave.
Scanning for information. Scanning now.
My aiming is terrible.
Most important lesson I've learned.
Yeah, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Yeah. So, thanks for joining us, though. I do try and do different stuff, so because I get bored doing the same thing all the time. So we'll alternate between different things.
This has a low yield.
Especially if I don't find Musgravite. Otherwise, take care. Have a good evening. By Pulse Wave.
Scanning for information.
And you. Cheers. Take care. Bye. Fire Prospector Limpet. Deploy Prospector Limpet.
A Prospector Limpet has been deployed.
Done.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Asteroid scan complete. Landing gear retracted.
Okay, so I don't want to go too far off my line, which is towards the planet. So I'll just come back a bit now. By pulse wave.
Scanning for deposits.
Deploy prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Prospector limpet failed.
Locking on target.
Go on, skim it.
I am known as Alpha.
This has a low yield.
Asteroid scan complete.
Deploy a prospector limpet.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Prospector limpet failed.
Making it so.
This is a medium yield asteroid and surface deposits of uraninite,
Begin mining.
and
By your command.
bauxite.
Right, we'll just let it do its business with that. And I am going to grab a much overdue drink. So I'll leave you on
Climb in the
a
saddle. Be ready for a ride.
on submission. Back in a couple of minutes.
Opening.
Asteroid depleted.
For when you need to unwind, a slow, comfortable screw with a reverse thread is just what you need. Start with a generous amount of southern comfort. Add a large splash of bourbon, a decent amount of sloe gin, the juice of one orange, but make sure you stir it anti-clockwise. Strain and pour.
A prospector limpet has been deployed. There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Expired. Asteroid scan complete.
Scanning for equity.
I call this one an Eden Gin Sling. Take 2 generous measures of Centauri Mega.
Scanning for deposits.
4 over 2 low temperature diamonds. Add a little vermouth, dry, and add 2 drops of Leastai evil juice and a little twist of lemon. Sling away the diamonds. You see, that's where it gets its name from. Well, there goes my glass. 4. There we go. That'll take the head.
A Prospector limpet has been launched.
Prospector limpet failed.
Locking onto target.
A Prospector limpet has been deployed.
Locking on target.
There are low levels of deposits in this asteroid.
Asteroid scan complete.
Really? I'd rather spend an evening with C-3PO.
A Collector limpet has been launched. A Collector limpet has been deployed. A Collector limpet has been launched. A Collector limpet has been launched. A Collector limpet has been deployed. A Collector limpet has been deployed. A Collector limpet has been launched.
taken care of.
I'm gonna buy this ship and install a proper fucking pilot. Ah!
Making it so. Scanning for equity. Scanning for information.
A prospector limpet has been launched.
Target locked.
A prospector limpet has been deployed.
Scanning now.
Medium yield asteroid. Materials found. Cobalt,
First thrusters 50%.
lepidolite, and indite.
Fast is fine, but accuracy is everything. In a gunfight, you need to take your time, in a hurry. Quieter. Are we gonna take out a few scumbags? Transferring power to engines.
Captain, you are under attack.
Done. Afterburners engaged. Diverting power to engines. Stand by.
Frameshift drive charging.
Power equilibrium restored.
Frameshift drive charging.
The system's primary star is scoopable. Fuel reserves are at 96% of maximum.
Scanning the system for more garbage.
There are 33 bodies in this system. The nearest landable station is 543 light seconds away. Special services here include a black market. The primary economy is industrial. The time is now 23:51.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4.
Jumping to next system.
2.
The system's primary star is scoopable. Fuel reserves are at 95% of maximum.
Yada yada yada, scan complete.
There are 10 bodies in this system. There are no stations that your ship can land at in this system.
By your command. Landing gear, Captain. Fine. I won't disturb you again. Deploying gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Making it so.
Ah, you stupid bastard!
Shields online.
What a waste of time. Completed. Shields online.
Asset management.
Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Attention, this carrier is scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any remaining business in this system prior to departure. Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Done.
services have been suspended. Landing pads retracted. Hangar bays secured. Maintenance task confirmation is acknowledged. All backs are prepared for hyperspace. Attention all carrier crew. Frameship drive engaged. Attention. Counting down to jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Transitioning to ship.
Checking systems done. All systems nominal.
Right away, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'm ecstatic.
Right away, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. Right away, Captain.
Right away, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Crew have been assigned to stations.
Aye, Captain.
That's already done.
Afterburners engaged. Transferring power to engines. Stand by. Equalizing power.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Here is something for you. The famous term Houston, we have a problem, was originally derived from John Swiggert's transmission from Apollo 13 to Mission Control when one of the spacecraft's oxygen tanks exploded on 13th April 1970. His exact words were, "Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here."
And then a large measure of Lavian brandy. Just a little sprinkle of dried Ucheng chili pepper on the top, and serve on the rocks. Cheers.
Affirmative, Captain.
There are 51 bodies in this system. This body has been discovered, but not mapped. This body has already been discovered and mapped. This body has been discovered and mapped.
Gas giants. Class 2 giants. These gas giants have primarily hydrogen and helium atmospheres. Water vapor in the upper cloud layers gives them a much higher albedo. Their surface temperature is typically up to or around 250 Kelvin.
This body has already been discovered and mapped.
Helium-rich gas giants. These gas giants have a greatly inflated percentage of helium compared to the hydrogen in their atmosphere. Much of their hydrogen has been lost over time because they have insufficient mass to hold on to it. It may also be because temperatures in their past were much higher, driving off the hydrogen at a greater rate.
This body has been discovered and mapped. This body has already been discovered and mapped. This body has been discovered and mapped. This body has been discovered and mapped.
Oh, here we are, pretending to know where we're going again.
Parrot wants a food pellet! I want a food pellet! Now!
There will undoubtedly be many times like this, moments of overwhelming joy. The wonders we witness shall never be taken for granted. Remember, if all that you see and have seen is awe-inspiring just once, it should be celebrated.
Ring B has been mapped. This body has already been discovered, but not mapped. This body has been discovered, but not mapped.
Fuck off.
The A-ring has been mapped.
Affirmative, Captain.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Mockerding beast feasts. I find that beast feasts are a little bit like a kebab. You get a lot down your front, trying to wedge as much as you can in your mouth right after a night out. Sure, it has strange orange stains the next morning that never quite disappear, even when washed in frameshift drive coolant. That just makes them glow. Very disconcerting.
Lights on.
Hull integrity compromised.
Scanning for information. Hasta la vista, baby.
Do try to have an original thought. It's so very important.
Scan detected.
Okay, executing now.
Afterburners, max engines.
Scan detected.
Power diverted to engines.
Captain, we are being shot at.
Jumping to light speed.
Captain, we are being attacked.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Power distributed to all systems.
We'll just call it a day there, and we'll just potter around in space for the evening. Thanks for joining us.
You did hide the inflatable dolls, didn't you?
I did.
Deployed.
So thanks for joining, and we'll catch you another time. Probably be online tomorrow for a bit more mining and see if we can actually find some materials. This system looks a little bit more promising, so hopefully we'll be able to fill the hold with nice, lovely
That's
materials.
not an option.
Till then,
free.
wish you a very good evening, and stay safe. Catch you soon. Cheers, bye.